So I'm in the landscape truck, and for the first time, I'm having an issue out of it, and this ain't good. Let everything warm up and turned the key forward. It fired right up and ran for about 3 or 4 seconds and then shut off. And now, well, up until about 15-20 minutes ago, I've been letting it sit to see if I have flooded it, maybe, possibly. I don't know if you can do that with a diesel or not, but it would not start. It was just cranking. So we're going to check it here real quick again. Just not getting nothing. Try hitting the fuel. Just not getting nothing. Now I'm losing battery because it's going dead. Son of a gun. I got crap to do and I need this truck. Well, let's get another truck. Well, that stinks. So first thing I was going to do is run that truck actually out to Troyer Signs and get measurements done to logo the side of it. Now I've got to figure out why it's not starting. See if the old Dodge here works. This year's been rough on the batteries, man. I think just because we're going... Oh, this thing's dead too. So what the heck is... Oh my goodness. I ain't even getting a light. Anyways. So... yeah, it's dead. Really bad year on the batteries because the temperature keeps going up and down, like 60 down to 20, 60 down to 20. So I don't know personally if that can affect things, but definitely seems like this year it definitely has. Like right now the ground is frozen that I'm on. And if the box truck don't start, we got a problem because I just put a brand new battery in this one. This was the first one to go out this year. I know the Dodge battery is going out as well. Let it do its thing for a second here. This is the gas 6.0, so. Fired right up. There we go. You just have those days sometimes. And a lot of times if my day starts off extremely bad, you know, you just kind of like got to stop for a minute, go back in the house, drink a cup of coffee, and yeah, go back to bed. No, I'm just totally kidding. You got to persevere, guys. You got to keep pushing through, and it happens. It happens. I mean, I didn't foresee walking out to get in a landscape truck to run out. You know, I thought, hey, an hour, I'll be back home. Now I got to figure out exactly what's up with that truck because it's not firing. And now, do I got to tow it? Can I get a mechanic over here? I'll reach out to Noah, Mike. They know a lot about these trucks. First time I've had any issues out of that one. That's the diesel. It's the smaller one. So I'm going to get out of here. I got an estimate I can go knock out. I'm going to call Troyers real quick and just let them know I'm going to come out probably next week. And we'll go from there. All right, just got here. Got the gates unlocked, opened up. Wanted to show you though, I believe this is called a crocus, or some people even refer to it as a saffron. But yeah, noticed it popping up. We see these every year here at the property. Right at the beginning of spring. It's kind of like, you know, spring is sprung. And look what we got right here. Some thistle. Yeah, that's no fun. But that's pretty. We'll normally have a whole line of them that come up through here on each side. We do got some grass coming up here. I'm not sure what this is, but whatever it is growing like crazy. Nice to see color, you know, after being gloomy and dark all winter long. I don't see any other ones though. I know we do have some big ones over here as well, but they haven't popped up just yet. Maybe they're not getting enough sun. So came to the property because I need to get the Ford. Back her up in here. Very good. Take you guys down real quick and I want to show you the pond. All that rain we got is getting a little bit closer to the overflow. Looks absolutely amazing. I'm not going to walk through the mud because I don't want to drag it into the truck right now. And we've literally just had 3 days of rain. But it came up quite a bit. So I'll point it out in the camera. It's right in there. And now I'll zoom in with the camera. And it's probably still got, I'd say, 2 to 3 inches to go before it gets actually to the top of the overflow. So, and then that runs down through to the creek line. Pretty darn cool though. It's cool seeing the wind actually blowing and it pushes across the water. I don't know. I like water. I like ponds. I like Mother Nature. I can't wait to have everybody over here and have fire and cook some food. And that reminds me, I picked some ribs up yesterday, so those are going to be going on the smoker this weekend. You guys started smoking any meats yet? I got to get maintenance done on this trailer as well. Pointed out here. Just going to be cleaning some stuff up. This trailer's a 2017, I want to say 18 maybe. Tires are all good on it. We ripped some wires off last year. This one needs replaced. It goes to this one up here. This one here we bent. Still works though. I can bend it back. Probably throw a fresh coat of paint on these. Just maintenance, guys. This stuff's all been old and beat up and used, and that's what we do. Those trimmer racks we did put on at the beginning of last year. Real quick, while I'm here at the salt bunker, somebody asked yesterday, will the salt be okay until next year? Absolutely, guys. You're not going to hurt this salt. I'll be honest with you, I would have liked to used it just so we could have, I guess used this spot, and there's still a chance we might be able to still use it. Who knows what the weather's going to do? We got a whole month of March, and typically contracts end at end of March. That doesn't mean that if it snows in April we won't take care of our customers. We will. It's just on a base-to-base case, I guess you could say. But yeah, real fast as well, while I got you here, we are going to be hiring and looking for a crew lead. So if you got some experience, we can talk about compensation. And what I need is somebody to run the day-to-day routes and take care of what TQ and myself can't take care of. And I'll get another guy or gal in that truck as well. Or if you know somebody can recommend, we can do that as well. But yeah, if you're interested, we're going to be hiring for the 2024 lawn care season, potentially for winter as well, going into 2024, 2025. But we can discuss that at a future date. If you're interested, you can email us and send over your resume, and we can get you an application, and we can get you set up to do an interview. And this is a drug-free workplace. You can do what you want to do on your own time, but don't bring it to my business. Must have a driver's license, good driving background. I'm gonna put my seatbelt on. Well, I got back here to the house. My plans have just kind of been thrown up in the air, what I had planned to do this morning. And yeah, I gotta get a battery for the Dodge, so I'm gonna get it out real quick. My dad got here. He had eye surgery on one of his eyes. He got that LASIK or whatever they call it done. He's got to have his other one done at a future date. So I was like, I'll see if it'll start real quick. Dang thing fired right up. So maybe you can flood a diesel. I don't know. I won't act like I know. Maybe I flooded it. I don't know. I turned the key, let it warm up, turned the key forward, fired right up, ran for 5 seconds maybe, shut off, and wouldn't start it. Crank, crank, crank. But it's running now. Well, while that thing's warming up, I'm going to get the battery out of this Dodge. I'm going to try it one more time just to be sure. Yeah, I got nothing. Light on the inside of the truck ain't even coming on. All right. We could kind of tell as the season was going on, this one was getting weaker and weaker. Part of maintenance, guys, part of maintenance. Big part of when you're doing your estimating that new guys and gals overlook is your overhead. And I mean tires, you name it. Make sure you guys are pricing and keeping a little bit to the side for breakdowns and stuff like this. Gotta try not to break my neck. Got down in the 20s last night, guys. Let me see what this battery says. Has it got a date or anything on it? I don't see nothing. Looks fairly new. I mean, doesn't look like a super old battery, but you never know. Let's get her changed out. At least it's got a handle, I guess. So what I got to get to is down in there. Basically holds the battery in place. Thing ain't even tight. I think everything's off of it. Oh. Why ain't it coming up out of there? Somebody at Dodge should be punched in the face. This is freaking stupid and unnecessary to hold a freaking battery in.
Something else. There's got to be another bracket somewhere. Something else holding it in there. There's that whole back part back there.
Oh my gosh.
Get the cable back in the post.
Slid back on. Oh, that is some crap.
Another bracket back there, ain't it?
No, that's the one that came off the side. That's the one I slid out of the way. This one right here, see this little stupid clippy thing?
Yeah.
That's what was holding it. Oh, just set it in there.
Everybody, please keep it back down. Get this up out of that case.
Freaking tear half your car apart to freaking get your battery out. Alright. Alright, guys. That was ridiculous. This one was barely even held on. I think it had a thread. So I got the bolt out of that one. And I'm like, oh, it should just lift up out of there. No. They have this one helping hold it in here. And then this stupid thing, whatever, somebody thought this was a great genius idea here. That thing was holding on to it, would not let go for nothing. So, yeah. Got to tear half your car apart just to Like, these cables have barely any room. Had to take this box back, Bennett, to get a battery out. Stupid things out, though. There you go. Looking for a date. There's nothing that I see. Could be overlooking it. Kind of frustrated, I'll be real. Thanks, brother.
Take care.
So they didn't have hot shot, but they had a battery. That's what $267 gets you. The battery that I took out was the original battery. So the original owner of that truck got a lot of good years out of it. You know, you figure it's a 15 to, we're in 24 now. So, and most time they put that battery in like what, 6 to a year in advance probably, because technically the next year's vehicle comes out a little bit early. So yeah, got a good 8 years, at least 9 years, whatever. But that was an expensive battery, almost 300 bucks, $267 for that battery. Good thing is I called back out to Troyer's, and they don't believe they need me to come out. They're gonna check. Mike Nussbaum and Noah Lellis had their Isuzus done there, and the cabs on these trucks are all fairly much the same, even though we don't have the exact same years, I don't believe. The 01 that I'm trying to put it on with the landscape body, I believe their cab should be the exact same. So they're checking the measurements to see how close they were, and if they are, they're just gonna dial my logo and website into that size and then print them up, and we'll drop the truck off real quick sometime and have them throw it on there. All right, free plug here. Hot shot. Mike Nussbaum swears by it. So I'm gonna go fill this baby up. I'm at a little over a quarter tank right now. Fill it up and add the amount that it says to put in. This says it treats 40 gallons. Gonna pull these caps off. All right, let's see if we can get her back in. Negatives on, positive. We got a cab light, that's good. Success. Not what I planned on doing today. I'm not kidding you guys. 104. 104. But it's done, right? We gotta put some tools away. Still waiting on Troyer to call me back. Not a big deal. It's Friday. TQ's getting her hair done. So, never gets old just knowing, like, hey, while they're working to provide us with something that we can enjoy. And it's super nutritious and full of protein. So, look at that. Tell you what, if you've never fasted, highly recommend it. Right now, I'm eating between 1 and 7. So I got about a 6-hour window there. And then typically that's right when I'm done with editing, and I can get my workout in, and then get my creatine, and then I go to bed and rest up. So about a 6-hour window there. I'm fasting for roughly about 18 of that, which I utilize my sleep to benefit most of that, so it doesn't seem as long. So when I get up in the morning at 6 a.m., you know, I got 7 hours I got to make it. So 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. And I'll change this up. I'll be honest with you. Like, this is March 1st now. Changing the diet from a carnivore diet back to installing fruits and veggies a bit back into the diet, it really slowed the weight loss down. I'll say it like that. Currently at 205. I think our last weigh-in was 208. But I'm seeing really good gains in the gym with lifts. Maybe I'll post a couple of my lifts up here as well. So my heaviest I've ever been able to bench was a little over 300 pounds. Last year I was doing 225 when I was working out a lot. And then after my injury, like I had to go all the way back down. Yeah, 45-pound bar, 225s. So 95. And then I was doing 130. What was it? 135, I want to say, with the bar and 245s, one on each side. And then I just recently, I was trying to get back to my 205, which was the last weight I was benching pretty consistently before the injury. And I failed. I couldn't do it. Got like halfway up, maybe 3/4 of the way up, and it just wasn't there. So I backed her back down, and then I hit I want to say 175 or 185 in this lift I'll show you guys here in a second, which is good. And you know, I'm slowly but surely getting back up there. You know, it's frustrating at times because you're like, this is where I was. You know, I was always a strong dude, and even in high school, like I'm not kidding you, as a freshman in high school, I could bench 300 pounds, like no joke. It was probably one of my biggest achievements that I did in high school that I didn't pursue. Like I think I could have been a pretty decent power lifter when I was young. I just had no guidance or anything. It was just like I liked lifting. My buddy liked lifting, Cameron. So that's what we did on our spare time. We lifted. And we pretty much tried to hurt one another without really knowing it. Like we'd put sweatsuits on and go for 5-mile runs on 90-degree days and throw sandbags in his driveway. And guys, when we were kids, man, we were nuts. But we were young dudes. We didn't know. We just, you know, you wanted to be, thought you could run through walls and stuff. So guys, I want to share as well while I'm still eating. I'm proud of myself. Like, I'm super proud of myself. I set out on January 1st, 2024 to get back in shape, no matter how long it takes. I'm not pressuring myself. I did originally, but, you know, sometimes we set high goals and, you know, we can all set them high, but, you know, reality sets in as well. And, you know, didn't gain my weight overnight. You know, it took a little while during my injury, and it's going to take a while to get it all back off. But I'm super, super proud of myself. Been sticking with it every day, 2 months straight now. Like, yeah, eating well, working out. My mental clarity is phenomenal going into the start of this season. It's been a difficult winter, you know, honestly, because of a lot of boredom. You know, snow season was non-existent once again. So every year, every season is going to be different. This year's lawn care season will be different. You know, we sent out all of our contracts, you know, who signs, who doesn't, who comes back, who doesn't. You just never know. You never know. As much as you think you know, you never truly know. So, yeah, we'll take it one day at a time. If you know, if you don't land somebody, or you know somebody chooses to move on, it's part of business. They have the right to do that. It's just your turn to go find some more accounts. So, yeah, I'm excited.